What was your first like financial wake up call? What was that moment for you that kind of changed everything?
I think one of the wake up calls happened to me probably in my late 20s. So we're talking about post fancy degrees. And I finally had my own apartment with no roommates, right? And so I'm sort of like getting into this early adulthood and starting to realize that financially I was feeling very constrained. Like I didn't have the choices I wanted to have. I appreciated my little studio apartment, but especially as a Harvard grad, I've got friends who are doctors and lawyers and, investment bankers and have a lot more choices financially.
Hmm.
I never expected to get rich going into education. That was never one of my goals. But at the same time, I was like, I really feel like I'm struggling financially. And as someone who grew up in poverty, and for whom I would say college was my exit ticket out of poverty, I felt like, well, I'm not poor, but I still am not feeling completely financially sound. And so
Sure.
it sort of put me on this journey of learning. I had to educate myself on money. And so I sort of took that route and started picking up books and, going to conferences and really trying to educate myself on what was I doing wrong. So that was a wake up call. I think sort of having felt like I checked every single box and things still weren't quite right. And so I had to go figure it out, figure out what wasn't working and why.